Does size really matter? Especially here in America, it's flooded all over television commercials that promote Cialis, all kinds of natural ways to enlarge or increase penis sizes, and there's a lot of problems with erectile dysfunction in males when they have a disease, or they have like diabetes, or they have like impotency problems, erectile dysfunction. And so there's a lot of literature all over the net about it. And so size, sometimes it matters to some people, and to others it doesn't matter, especially if a person is not motivated, they're not productive in life. Just in other areas, like if they're not a happy person, generally, if they're always, you know, boasting about their size, but sexually they're not able to perform, um, or they're overcompensating somewhere else by having a large truck. This is usually what some men will do, and you'll find they'll have, like, at the back of their truck, they'll have like a set of testicle sacks, and it's hanging at the bottom of their truck, and they boast and brag about their penis size and being an alpha male. And a lot of times I see that men are more obsessed about their anatomy and boasting about themselves more so than women are. And you'll hear a lot of guys that'll put women down, and they'll put lesbian women down as well. And they'll say, oh, well, you don't have what we have, and you can't do what we do. But what they don't realize is that, size is not all that women desire only. If you're large, if you're not large, you could take it or leave it. Some women are not attracted to men of larger sizes. They might find that difficult, or a situation that could be problematic, that it might be painful. And so sometimes it can feed into stereotypes too, based on what country a person comes from. A lot of times when you get to the Asian countries, or countries down below, the size is much smaller. And then when you get towards the Caucasian and the African countries, the size begins to get larger or longer in length. And then some people will even compare not only length but circumference size. So there's a lot of things that people will do to set people up for failure, and it puts a lot of pressure too on males. You'll have some women that will judge the sizes of males, but put it this way, if that's what her only intention is, then more than likely that relationship's not going to last. Because if someone else comes along and they are attractive in that way, that she's interested in, or she's got a particular fetish, she's promiscuous, then she's going to leave you for that fella. And a lot of times you'll have males that obsess on their own anatomy, and they brag a lot. So you have size charts even for animals, horses being the largest, of course. And then you have males, the average size is supposedly 6 inches, but a lot of times you'll have a lot of exaggeration. And then sometimes people are maybe a longer length. It could have something to do with hereditary traits. Maybe it does have something to do with, maybe food a person eats. Who knows? I guess it depends. Everybody varies. But what is disliked is when men brag about themselves. They're promiscuous, they sleep around, they have STDs, they don't have any motivation to high self-esteem, they don't have any money, income, they're not trying to do anything productive with their life, or they are unattractive in their attitude, and they boast a lot about how large they are and what they can do to women. It's in rap songs. A lot of times you'll find rappers promoting this, and this is probably one of the biggest reasons why relationships don't last, because it's just based on physical attributes and not what a person can do in a relationship emotionally. So this is why a lot of people suffer in these areas. it's expectation for things that aren't real or not long lasting. So the reality is that sometimes it matters and other times in other areas it doesn't.